Good afternoon, folks. Give me a moment here while I get the stream going. And I apologize if you hear my cat screaming in the background. He is being a little brat today. Ah. I apologize if I ever have to step away abruptly, because my cat has decided that he is going to try to tear the apartment apart. Um, yeah. But otherwise, we are going to otherwise we were just working on some personal art that I started the other day, and hopefully get some commissions done. Actually, you know what? I think we'll save the personal work for after I get these commission sketches out of the way. So, we've got 3 emojis to work on. I apologize if I'm a little bit quiet real quick, just trying to move some stuff over on my side. I hope everyone is having a lovely Monday. Okay. So, first one that we've got in the barrel is a hugging emoji. I think I do a lot of these, honestly. Like, an abnormal amount. People just spread love, man. Let's pull up our references here. This is a character that I have drawn an immense amount of times. Привет. Как ты? Alright. And hi, Lex. Let's go. I wish I could, like, have a nice little... I'm sorry. I'm gonna, like, end up learning more Ukrainian Russian just to jump scare you in streams. Spasiba. Try to remember all the other random Russian phrases I remember from college. Like, Dobry din. Or I guess it'd probably be Dobry вечер by you. Their goat. Let's see. Also, in case you didn't hear it, I apologize. My cat is having a bad day in the background, so he might be yowling. I remember you taught me some Ukrainian last time, and unfortunately I have no brain cells, and I've like all but forgotten it. Hi, Eldertail. How are you? Having a nice Monday? I'll have to download Duolingo and learn Ukrainian. It's a business decision. Oh man. This week is already actually turning out to be pretty good, so I'm optimistic. Oh, I love guineas. Yeah, guinea pigs are definitely up there, I think, in terms of like perpetual animal noises. I kind of love them for that though. Same with the zebbies. Oh, is he like drinking from one of those like water bottles? The like little click 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 little balls. The dog is a potato on the couch. Please give your potato dog a pat for me. They're living their best life. Yeah. You know, like I've had guineas myself in the past, but like I always wonder like why don't we just give guineas like basic like water dishes, or can they just like not drink out of those? Like it seems kind of cruel to just make them drink out of a bottle straw for their whole life. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, is this just like guinea pig propaganda that we've just been living with? Like, there's gotta be an actual reason, right? I can't speak for much. The last time I had guineas was like when I was pretty young. I definitely wouldn't mind having them again, though. Thank you, Elvitail. Much appreciated. I know also just, you know, I feel like general care for like guineas and rodents have just improved so much since I was a kid. Back when like the just, you know, box from Petco was sufficient to like care for them in a lot of people's eyes. And now like I wouldn't even like dream of getting a guinea without like, you know, proper space for them. Hi, Block. Welcome back to stream. Good to see you as always. Glad to hear it. Always glad to hear Monday is treating people well and not torturing them. I feel that, man. My parents did not know how to take care of anything when I was a kid, and I like cringe looking back at it. Like, not to say it's like acceptable at all, but you know, as an adult, you got hindsight. Just studying your furry character? Honestly, same. I study Sonny. Look deep into his eyes and be like, I wish I could be you. If only I could be a funny yellow kobold, my life would be so much better. Yeah, I remember you saying that you were gonna do something like that last time. It is very Fritiger Arrow. Let me see what it actually is. Shockingly, it actually is of that era. It's a We Party You OST from the Me Fashion Plaza. Very of its time. Just like me, for real, for real. Honestly, I feel like all the Wii OST just slaps so hard. Like, I like the Switch music, but I mean, I think it's probably also just a lot of nostalgia. Nothing quite hits like coming home from school and turning on the Wii and playing with the Wii Maker or the Mii Maker for like 5 hours because your family didn't want to buy any other games. Thank you, Elder. That is very kind of you. I don't know. He just kind of showed up one day. And then I was like, damn. You're pretty cute. You can stay. You know, Elder, I was just thinking today about what the most popular Fursona species are. And I literally came to the conclusion that it was a wolf dragon, and I feel like you're supporting my hypothesis. Oh man. I have not played all of Yume Nikki, but it definitely is like of that vibe. Like I played a little bit of Yume Nikki just because like you know, after playing like off and Undertale, I was just looking for games inspired by that. Yume Nikki feels like the game I would play like a lot in middle school and I just don't have the time for now. You know. They sense your awakening. Breath of the Wild's a good one. Here's my hot question for you, Elder, is did you like Tears of the Kingdom? Hopefully it's for a good reason, Lexco. Not just like, I know I'll text my friends like with memes sometimes at 3 a.m. because I can't sleep. And they're like, why are you awake? Like, why are you awake? You're playing both at once? You're like dividing your time like perfectly in half. That is some commitment. I feel like that would drive me nuts personally. See, what I say, it's like always like, why are you awake? It's like, why are you awake? One of us has to be awake to accuse the other one of being awake, right? It's like the Spider-Man meme, like pointing at each other, like, are you awake? Why are you awake? What am I gonna be for Halloween? That's a good question. I feel like probably, I mean, if I can like maybe scramble some funds, maybe a horse. But otherwise, probably just go with like some of the accessories that I already have. I do, I do have rabbit ears. I feel like you could potentially pass those off as a horse. That's okay, Lexico. You can borrow my Halloween. I'm giving you the Halloween pass. I should go as you, Look. What would that look like? Yeah. I mean, if it helps you feel any better, Lexico, like, I mean, I don't really get candy on Halloween either. Being an adult, unless I buy it for myself, which is less fun. Fox mask. Fair, fair. I'm just going to add a bunch of random accessories and stuff. I like that. Like, make it a challenge to everyone who sees you. Like, make them guess, and then, like, whatever they guess, that's what you're going as. Like, oh, are you a thing? You're like, yep, that's it, man. Oops. That's, yeah, I am a big kid. Big kids don't get free candy on Halloween, I fear. I honestly, the thing too is like, part of the fun of being an adult on Halloween is being able to like pass out candy. But I live in an apartment building with no children, so like the point is kind of mute. Aw. Wait, so St. Nicholas Day. I remember when I took Russian. I mean, obviously it's not the same thing, but like I remember like Christmas is like after like New Year's for you guys. It's not in December. Like what is the tradition around candy exactly? Do you have friends to go trick-or-treating with, though? Because I know when I was a kid, like, I grew up in a very, like, strict house, so, like, we didn't really have, like, a whole lot of, like, Halloween celebrations. It was kind of seen as, like, sacrilegious. But I know, like, a bunch of people would typically, like, go to other, like, neighborhoods with their friends. Ah, sorry, dude. You're getting the adult experience early. It does suck. I don't even know though. Like talk about Halloween like I know anything, but I feel like I'm also old now, so I don't I don't know like if the traditions have changed at all. Yeah, that's a good idea. I feel like any holiday just in general is much better with friends. As for me, I got big kid things on Halloween to do. Alright. What do we think, chat? Do they look stressed enough? We celebrate St. Nicholas Day at December 6th. Oh, okay. So it's earlier than I thought, not later. That's interesting. We kind of had, I mean, I don't know if you guys have this tradition, but like in the US at least, we have something called the Tooth Fairy. Like when kids lose their teeth, they put like the tooth under the pillow, and then parents will like leave like candy or toys or like money under there. So it's like kind of like that, I guess. So it's perfect then, Elder. Thank you. Dang, you're rolling in it. Yeah. I mean, I know the date hasn't changed. I just mean, like, I don't know what their traditions are like, if they've, like, stayed the same. Okay. Seedbun heart emoji. I'm working off some Roblox characters this time, which is kind of interesting. Yeah. But I got married on Halloween, so that kind of takes precedent for me. Which, you know, saying like, oh, you're a middle school elder, like, I feel really old saying that. I had a mouse who I threw teeth to into the field. I beg you to elaborate. What does that mean? I also wear a black wolf headband with a tail, maybe. That sounds sick. It's better than the Halloween costumes I had as a kid. Sea bunny. We gotta figure out what the anatomy is even, because I feel like it doesn't look like a Roblox character. Hi, Bluck. I'm also jealous that you have healthy teeth. Clearly it worked. Because I do not. I mean, I have better teeth now, but like I for a while there, I've had some pretty bad like dental issues. Man, sea bunnies really are cute. Chat, in case you've never seen a sea bunny, here's what they look like. And they're slugs. They're so cute. So, like, okay, you're giving your teeth to the mice and you don't even get anything back? That doesn't seem like a fair exchange. I mean, I guess when you think about it, the American tradition isn't that much better. Like, what are they doing with our teeth? Who knows? Right? I love them. I've never seen one in person, but, like, I would like to. I do have an aquarium near me, but I don't think that they have. Their ears are kind of interesting. I mean, I guess they aren't ears. I think they're on like on antenna. I'm like staring at this like, how do I do this? I guess just like normal rabbit ears with like little like divots on them? I guess? Huh. Like little... Yeah, I remember you saying you're Australian, Buck. I would like to visit Australia someday if I ever just had like a ton of money. And a passport. Kinda need that. I'd feel robbed too. I feel robbed on your behalf. Like, honestly. You got a rich tooth fairy then, my dude. I usually got like a couple quarters. But this was also back in like 2006. So like inflation is a thing. I'm sure she gives more in correspondence with like the, the value of currency now. The only reason I wouldn't go to Australia is the spiders. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like I've said this before on stream, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but I used to date a guy from Australia, and when we would video call, you know, like I'd see like stuff out his window, like big like flocks or something like fly by, and you know, being from the U.S., I was like, oh, you got like crows over there, and he was like, no, those are bats. Like, what do you mean? They're just flocks of bats, like in the daytime. Like, huh? Like, I know that's, like, probably normal for you guys. If you grew up with flocks of bats in your yard, but, like... Bats are not typically something you see here unless something has gone, like, horribly wrong. Like, I don't even... I'm sure I've seen bats, like, in zoos, but, like, not in the wild. No, I totally agree. Like, they're sky puppies, Elder. They are very cool. I just mean, like, if I'm, like, at work and I see a bat, that's not a good thing. You know? Like, I feel like there's cause for concern if I'm at work and there's, like, a reason why I'm seeing a bat. But, I mean, I don't even know if my state has bats. I assume they do. I mean, they live everywhere, right? They do. We have 14 species of bats. The more you know. Yeah, I mean, I guess, like... I mean, they live everywhere, I think, right? Like, it's just a matter of, like, if you actually see them or not, since they're nocturnal. Again, if you see a bat, something has gone terribly wrong. So am I drawing this in vector? Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Alright. I feel like this is almost done. And then it's off to the save folder to send to the client later. Just a little seed montage. I feel like that's close enough. It's kind of hard to interpret Roblox characters as character designs because I'm like, I'm not sure like what is like fully intended. Bats are under protection, Ukraine. Oh. Interesting. Like, when you say like under protection, do you mean like there's like legal consequences for killing them? Like they're a protected species? Oh, poor babies. Because I know at least in like in the US here, protected usually means like you aren't allowed to like remove or kill them. Otherwise you can get like fined. Or worse. I think maybe jail time. I think that's probably like less likely though. Fruit bats are, again, sky puppies block. They're so cute. So you come to my streams and I'll start questioning you about your own local areas. You must come prepared. I hope you're prepared to learn in negotiating the streams. I don't know if we have fruit bats here, actually. Made me kind of curious, Block. Okay. These will be ready to send off. Come on. Yeah, cockatiels are native to Australia, aren't they? Honestly, I would love a cockatiel, but the cockatiel does not want me. It does not want to live in this apartment. Let's see. This is a personal piece I like started the other day and just like didn't finish. Just gonna try to finish this today if I can. We shall see if that happens or not. I mean, I guess it's the most relevant piece of like media that mentions fruit bats, right? I love Bluey. I'm so glad kids these days, like, have good shows like Bluey to watch. Although I heard, like, it's done, like, they're not making more. Which kind of sucks, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. Can you imagine, like, you go to jail and you're like, what are you in for? I killed a bat that was in my room. Like, dang. I'm so sorry, Lexco. I'll do it again. This is the risk you take. I hope you guys have your worksheets ready to fill out and turn in by the end of stream. This will count against your grade. You got banned? From what? Oh my god. Does it specify, like, if it was intentional or not? Because I feel like there's probably a lot of people who live, like, in rural areas who, like, probably accidentally do it. Like, it makes sense, especially like, considering your situation, but dang. Don't get caught, I guess. I mean, don't kill bats in the first place, but it got banned? I know there's a banned episode in the US. Hold on. Oh no, okay, I see. The BBC reported that there were rumors it was being cancelled, but they will continue. Which is good. I'd be sad for all the kiddos. Bats are in Red Data Book? What is that? That sounded way more accusatory than I meant it. What is that? Tell me what the Red Book is right now. Like, no, I just, I'm sure there's something common over there from, like, the way you say that. Bluey is an Aussie dog. Very good, Block. I actually had an Australian Shepherd when I was a kid. We adopted from a puppy mill. It's a book of plants and fauna that are endangered. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I feel like that's probably especially important now. It sucks, man. Like, I'm definitely in favor of trying to preserve as many little guys as we can. Like, it's a scary thought to think like maybe someday in the future, you know, kids like won't know like what it's like won't be able to see like elephants and like rhinoceroses like in zoos at least, you know. Preserve the bats for the kiddos. That's my hot take of the day. Like, my only exposure to bats has been, like, secondhand accounts, I will say. Yeah, you know what? That is fair. I mean, I don't think it's... You know, if it was, like, a couple years ago, I might disagree with you. But with, the, like, the news that currently comes out about, ChatGPT, like, it is kind of scary. Like, I remember, like, when I was a kid, my mom would tell me, like, oh, we had to go to the library to, like, research stuff. We didn't have Google. And, like, I definitely, like, exploited that to my advantage when I was a kid. So I can't imagine, like, the amount of, like, corner cutting that, like, kids do nowadays with, like, ChatGPT. Because I absolutely would, like, look up, like, math homework answers and stuff and not do it. So thank you, Bluck. I'd love to design a plush. I have very limited plush making experience, but that would be very cool. Can River remember basic aspects of their own persona's design? The answer is no. I mean, even me, like, my job really does not depend on AI at all, but I've seen... We have, like, a unique AI system on my job, and I'm already seeing a huge level of dependence on it by my colleagues, and it's kind of scary. Like, just for stuff that really does not need to be, like, used for AI, like... We don't need you don't need to use it for everything, guys. You can still use your brain, I promise. That'd be very cool. It'd be cool to like make my own like merchant plush sometime. I feel like I'm planning to like need to level up my art skills before then though. Uh, yeah, they kind of are. I mean, like, they're still doing their job, but it's primarily, like, looking things up in our file system that they can, like, go and find themselves, but instead they ask, like, our AI, like, oh, does this exist in the files? Which, like, I can see the use case for if you're, like, looking for something very hyper-specific, but for the most part, it's just asking, like, very basic facts. And, like, I feel like you should be reviewing these by hand. Yep. Did you know that you should eat 3 rocks a day to be healthy? Google AI said so. Good job, Lexco. You had a head pat for me. Thank you for staying healthy. You know, I gotta say I'm not meeting my rock quota. I'm an embarrassment. Then we go back to using libraries, I guess. And then we go back to just using our brains. Sad, sad day. Hate to see the day. I will say, like, I personally have tried to cut down on my use of AI a little bit because I was realizing, like, oh god, this is this is definitely making me more stupid. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's why, like, we have to, um, I mean, I think people, like, do cross-check stuff. Like, just the other day um, I had a colleague, like, ask me, like, where something was, because they said the AI said it exists, and I was like, hmm, the thing that it's saying exists doesn't actually exist in the file, so... Yeah, I mean, I try to be, like, vigilant about it, just because... Yeah, just because of situations like that. You've never used it once, Lexico? So I will be... I will be impressed. Because I remember, like, when it first dropped and I was, like, mind blown. Like, oh my god. This is gonna change the world. And then it did change the world. Not for good. That's great. Honestly, though, like, I'd be impressed if you could keep that up for, like, as long as you have in the future. Just because I feel like it's just invading, like, every space. Like, every bit of, like, internet and website usage is just getting, like, AI, like, bombarded. My hope is that, though, like, in the future it'll, like, calm down a little bit in the way that, like, NFTs did. Back way when, whenever that was, the NFT craze. Gotta grab another reference. This doodle is of Sunny, and then my very first persona. So I really enjoyed, like, redrawing her when I can, just because it's, like, it's a nice little, comparison. Like, how far I've come, you know? Yeah, I try not to rely on it. Like, if I am asking it something, I do tend to, like, go and, like, fact check it. Like, is that true? And most of the time, it is, to be fair. Like, I haven't had anything, like, egregiously bad told to me yet. Cypher. Look, I'm not saying you can't, but why? Like, I'm not shaming, I'm just, why? It's just, there's a lot better stuff to goon to, you know? Like, it just... Also, Laxco, yeah, that's a rising problem, I fear. It's a lot of people who, you know, mistakenly believe, like... believe like AI is sentient. It's kind of sad. This is cinema art. Thank you. High praise. Alright. The temptation to copy the hyper pink tongue is tempting, but I'm going to hold myself back and give them a normal color tongue that my 11-year-old self thought was very cool. That's how cinema. Word, dude. You are not a bother at all, Luxco. You are a welcome traveler. Thank you, Bluck. That is very kind of you. Bye, Cyber. That was very fast. Fastest jork in the West. Thank you, Bluck. It is always very nice to like see my persona get a glow up every couple years when I remember that they exist. It's like I feel like my 11-year-old self would be very very proud, you know. Honestly, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, they actually do have kind of similar features to Sunny. Time as a flat circle. Like, hold on, let me... I know they had like some freckles in their later designs. Yeah. Here we go. This is from 2012. Don't worry, Elder. Welcome back. But like, they have the same like freckle pattern that Sunny does. Thank you, Elder. I appreciate it. I'm gonna give them the same freckles just for funsies. Be like, ah, look at the parallels. I don't change. Right? Like, I totally agree, Lexco. Like, I wish I had the, like, whimsy that I did when I was 12. And, like, making that kind of art. Like, I really did not care. It is, like, very liberating. Now, it's like, I mean... It is kind of weird, like, as you get older, like... You think about, like, all the limitations that you have. Like, I try to bring a little bit of that back into my art, but like, I still feel like I feel like a lot of pressure to draw a certain way. I mean, I think it also makes a difference that, you know, art is partially my job now, so there's like that pressure. You are so based for that, Elder. Freckles are the best. Prove me wrong. All right. Let's paint a background, shall we? You'll get there. It is very frustrating to like try to get started. Like, I feel like I'd be too intimidated to do it if I started like like now. But like, I encourage you to like keep going. It takes a lot of persistence, but it's worth it. I have luck. It's a good thing. I know how to paint. I say, lying through my teeth. This is totally professional painting, chat. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's what matters, though. I really, honestly, I feel like I need to draw more fan art in general. I feel like I struggle with it, though, because, like, I want to draw fan art, but I feel like my brain goes into, like, corporate mode, where I'm like, what would people like the most? Do we like K-pop Demon Hunters? Honestly, I have not seen it. I don't have Netflix, to be fair. That's kind of a preventative thing there. I aspire to be like you, Lexco, like, honestly. Like, teach me your ways. Eh. Man, CSP does not like when I use big brushes. There we go. No! Me, you've already seen my own art. You know, I really should. I feel like it's like part of the cultural exchange, right?
This is a reminder.
Thank you, Alexa. Man, Pony USC is like absolutely the origin story of a lot of artists, I think. I myself got started on Warrior Cats, which honestly makes me shiver to say. Like, oh god. Thinking about my own art. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Honestly, Elder, that makes me happy to hear. Like, it is kind of crazy, like, how long the series has been going, and the fact that, like, there's still, like, new fans of it. Wings of Fire was, like, after my time. I kind of aged out of that series. Like, Seekers was still new when I was a kid. Thank you, Bluck. We would have to discuss that off stream, I think, if that is the case. My oldest pony of sea is an anther, half bunny, half moth bunny. Okay. Lexco, I have a very important question for you. Hold on. if your OC is 50% bunny and 50% moth, where is the pony? Hmm? Where is the pony? Riddle me that. Where is the pony? It's gone. No! You can't. No, pony. You can't just obliterate the pony like that. Oh shoot, I merged those layers. Don't you just love that? It's like an evolution. Like, they slowly went from pony to no pony was a gradual process. Just slowly being replaced. Yeah, feel free to send me an email book. I think it's on my channel. It should be like under my like business contact. Okay. But were the wings moth wings or were they like MLP Pegasus wings? Like that's the question. Normal wings. What does that? Okay, normal like normal Pegasus wings or normal moth wings? Okay. Well, there you go. There's the pony. The remnants of the pony. My Little Pony. Where's the pony? I mean, it's the natural evolution, right? We all go through it. We just, like, digivolve into the next thing. Is that why MLP got cancelled? It was you all along? I'm not sure whether to, like, thank you and shake your hand, or, like, be mad? I don't... Like, honestly, it was probably for the best. Me, you are. You is. You is. Excuse me. Yeah. Thanks for coming by, Elder. I'll probably go myself kind of soon and eat dinner. Eating's good, right? Having food is good. Sustenance. Oh my god, you're right, Luxco. Thank you for reminding me. I would have forgotten to eat my 3 daily rocks. Shoot. Where would I be without you, Luxco? You just literally saved my life. I don't know. Like, genuinely. We would not be in a good place. I salute you. If I had a salute expression for Sunny, I would use it. No fun, no rocks, no digestion. Bad medical outcomes. This is why we rely on you. Yeah, no lights, no electricity. Just sad. Just cry. No pony obliteration, it's true. You'd be overrun by brownies if this weren't the case. Thank you, Lexco. Truly. Be thinking about you before I go to bed. Like, thank you, Lexco. Thank you for letting me live another day. Alright. Unfortunately, yeah, I do have to eat 3 rocks, of course, for instruction. Probably pick this up next time. Might stream on Friday? Not sure. Actually, yes, sure. I have commissions to do. But thank you all for joining the stream. It's been very nice chatting with you all. Always nice to see returning faces. Lexco, thank you. Block, thank you. Yeah, you have to sleep. I will eat 3 rock and you sleep. It's an equal exchange. Unlike the mouse tooth fairy. Bringing equality back. I will see you guys another time. Bye.